Look, I have fur. Check it out. I just wanted to show you the fur, girl.
I'm good.
Sorry, good night.
Yeah.
Good night. Goodbye. Whatever. See, you're nice. See? One girl can think you're a loser and a creep, another thinks you're nice. One girl hates the fur, another likes the fur. It's arbitrary. You'd never know.
This is a nice jacket.
You like it?
Yeah.
I like your jacket too. You guys just come from the den?
Yeah.
For every guy, there's a girl that will like him eventually, okay? With the maybe rare exception if you're just like Krang from Ninja Turtles, like a brain in a vat or something like that, then I don't know, okay? But you know, there's always girls that will like you, and then go around, Krang, I haven't thought of that guy in years, and you know, and basically just go out and find the girls who you like and who are into you, because there's always gonna be some girls into you, and the bottom line is there's always some girl into you. So you ultimately create your own reality, okay? You ultimately create your own reality. You do, okay? You also live in a reality that's objective as well, but a great deal of your experience you create your own reality, and with women you definitely create your own reality. So the question is, are you gonna create a reality where you go up to 10 girls, 9 of them weren't into you, and you freak the fuck out, and there was a 10th one sitting right there that would have liked you, but your confidence is so shattered because you're a shattered little bitch that basically you go up to that girl totally uptight, not making yourself vulnerable, not being fun because it fucked your little brain up and you couldn't take it? Or are you gonna create a reality where you say, you know what, I'm fucking awesome, okay? Fuck it, I'm fucking awesome. If these girls don't see it, that's fine. Just keep talking to girls, and then you do meet a girl that's into you, and guess what happens? What do girls say? Be yourself, right? Why do they say that? They're saying, what girls are trying to tell you when they say be yourself. You don't need to listen to women for advice, okay? Because, you know, the fact that you got knocked out by Mike Tyson doesn't make you a boxing champ. But think about that one for a bit next time you get advice from a girl, right? But nonetheless, what the point that girls are trying to make that I think does make sense when they say be yourself is they say, look, if they're saying, dude, I want to meet you. I might like you, I might not, but go be who you are to other girls, and then when you meet me, if you totally be who you are and I can see and I do like you, I'll fuck you. That's what they're trying to tell you, okay? They're saying don't let it hurt you if other girls aren't into you because I want to meet you. That's what they're trying to tell you. You don't need to try to seduce every girl and cry about it that not every girl want to be on your dick because your ego isn't getting what it wants, okay? Your ego that wants to sit on a big purple pillow with fucking bitches feeding you grapes and shit and sucking you off and every girl ever want to fuck you and your ego's not getting it. I love you. You're like, that's why I came to the free event, okay? But you're not getting that. Your ego might not like that. Well, that's not how the world works, okay? That's not how the world's gonna work. But the way the world does work is that certain guys and certain girls have an energetic match. Certain people have chemistry. Certain people have a chemistry based on everything from appearance to especially energy, the male feminine polarity aspect of it, your vibe, if you're chill, if you're hyper, right? You guys can tell that like what kind of girls like me, it's a girl that likes my vibe. There's a lot of girls that would find me too intense, right? Like, you're a girl, imagine dating me, and you're sitting in the fucking car, and I'm like, like that, right? And you're just like, what the fuck is with this guy? He never shuts up. What the fuck, right? Like that. Well, some girls like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Some girls are like, this guy is awesome. He always has stories. He's always telling jokes to me. He's fucking funny. He's confident. He fucks me all day. This guy is awesome. Okay? There's other girls that would meet me and they're just like, this guy, we're on the beach and he's fucking doesn't shut up. He can't enjoy the moment. He's fucking weird and he's driving me crazy. And I just want to have sex for like 20 minutes and he keeps putting me in a headlock and groping me. Okay? You know, and there's girls like that. Okay? And I'm not supposed to date her. You know, I'm not supposed to. So if she doesn't like me, I don't give a fuck. You gotta say, I'm not inviting, she like me too. Why didn't she like to hear me talk? Why did she like to let me fuck her for 9 hours? What's wrong? What's wrong? Yeah, I'm not thinking like that. I'm just thinking maybe me and this girl don't like each other. Or maybe me and this girl can be friends and she can get me in the club and I can fuck her sister. And I don't care. Okay? So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Vince Vaughn said it best. You guys ever see Vince Vaughn in Swingers? Is that his name, Vince Vaughn from Swingers? Okay, he said, not everybody likes me. I don't like everybody. It's all right. Is that the quote? Something like that. I don't like me, or I don't like everybody. Not everybody likes me. That's okay. Like, you don't have to like everybody. Do you guys know what I'm saying here? You don't have to like everybody for them to have value and for you to have value. That's why there's lots of different people in the world, so you can go meet the people you do like, okay? Great example. Any of you guys ever read A Course in Miracles? Anyone here ever read that? It's by Marianne Williamson. People love this book. People love this book so much, they will come up to me with the book, trembling in tears. They're like, I'm going to give you something so special to me. It is Marianne Williamson's book, A Course in Miracles, and this created miracles in my life that I cannot tell you. And it is Marianne Williamson, it's genius, and like all this shit, right? And I'm like, thank you, right? Another Marianne Williamson book, like in the corner with like my like 10 Marianne Williamson books. Okay? And when I look at, and like this girl is so fucking dope to so many people. Like so many people fucking love Marianne Williamson. But when I look at Marianne Williamson, I'm just like, what the fuck is this bitch saying? What the fuck is this? I don't understand what she's saying. I don't understand why these people are coming to me crying with the fucking Marianne Williamson book. Why do they keep coming with these Marianne Williamson books? I don't understand. Why do her videos have millions of views? I don't get it. Why does Oprah Winfrey like this girl? I don't understand. You know, and I'm like, why? Why? Like this. What's the reason why? Because we don't all have to like each other. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I don't have to think Marianne Williamson's fucking dope for tons of my friends to think she's awesome. Do you guys see what I'm saying? And I would predict, if Marianne Williamson in this video, she probably didn't think too highly of it either. Okay, or she might, I mean, I don't know, okay? I don't know. But you know what I'm saying, right? And maybe if we hung out, I would totally change my opinion. But but the point being, not everybody resonates with each other, okay? Like Russell Simmons, he has a book called Do You, I really like it. And he said, look, there's a lot of stuff in here that's basically like foundational self-development and self-acceptance principles. And a lot of it I learned from other people, but I'm writing this because there's certain people who will only relate to me, but might not relate to Tony Robbins. Do you guys know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that, if they're gonna learn self-development from Tony Robbins, he's like, Tony Robbins, whoa! Like this, right? And people are like, what? Right? They're like, I'm not doing that. Fuck you, Tony. And they're just not gonna do it, They look at like Eckhart Tolle, and Eckhart Tolle's like, like this, and they're like, can you talk? He's like, listen to the silence between the words. And you're like, I need to get a sandwich, and you're not gonna do it, right? You don't relate. And then you look at, say fucking Russell comes out and he's cool as shit. And, you look at him and you're like, he's a fat old man dating a 28-year-old supermodel. I think I'll listen to Russell. Okay? So you listen to Russell and then the same information got conveyed to you, right? Well, that's what's cool, that's why it's cool that there's not just one teacher. Do you guys see what I'm saying? That's why it's cool that there's not just one guy. Like imagine that we just took a little, like a lottery ball, and we put in like the 10 different top self-development teachers' names and just like shook it up, and then like one comes out and all the other ones have to stop, okay? And like, it's Russell. You know what I'm saying, right? It's like, if you want to learn self-development now, Russell. In fact, we're not even calling it self-development anymore. It's called Russell, okay? Like that's it, right? Or like imagine it's Marianne Williamson, okay? Like Marianne Williamson, like, oh, I'm like, no! Like that, right? And people come up to me in the streets like, I hear you're into Marianne Williamson. I'm like, I'm not! Right? They're like, she's all that's left. You have to like her. I'm like, I don't. Right? They're like, yes. Have you read A Course in Miracles? Have you felt the miracle? You know what I'm saying, right? That'd be fucked up, right? So that's why it's cool that there's lots of different people. Not everybody has to like me. You don't have to like everybody else. I don't even have to like you guys. And I might not. There's people in this room, if I hung out with you guys, we would not get along. Does it matter? You guys like, really? I thought Tyler was my friend. I get it fucking, like that guy's a dick, man. But it really doesn't matter, okay? It legitimately doesn't matter. Not everybody has to like each other. Literally, that's the point of why there's a lot of humans, okay? So not every girl that you go to who you sleep with has to like you. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, what I meant to say, but funny what I did say. Not every girl that you approach has to like you, but actually what I said was also true. Because not every girl you sleep with has to like you. I've had sex with tons of girls I didn't like. I probably didn't like the majority of girls I slept with. Maybe. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, a lot of girls that I hated, I had great sex with. Have you ever fucked a girl who you hated and it was incredible? Yes. Do you know what I'm talking about? You're like, I hate this bitch. You're like, thank God I'm wearing a condom. If this thing broke, my life would be ruined. You know what I'm saying, right? You have to pull out. You have to use the condom and pull out, Like pull the condom, use the condom, pull out, like jerk it here, tie it up, flush it, wash your hands, and run. That's like, I remember I even did that once. There's a girl I really hated. She's a stripper, okay? I've dated a few strippers, so if you're a stripper watching this, don't be mad if it wasn't you. And I remember, even if she, I ran away, and even if she's driving away, she, waves to me. She's like, Batman! And I'm just like, ugh, like that. And then I went to speak at a David D'Angelo seminar, right after that, and I was like, I feel so dirty and wrong. I was wrong, but it's so good, so good. And I would have been killed it for David D, you know? And then there's other girls that you know, you have sex and it's amazing, and maybe she'll become your girlfriend, right? But not every girl has to like you. You don't have to like every girl. The main thing is follow the principles of pickup, okay? Follow the fundamental principles. Follow the principles that are proven to work, okay? These are proven to work. They're also pretty intuitive, okay? Things like don't supplicate, learn female psychology, approach a lot, things like that. Pull, okay? These things are intuitive. Get a good handle of the fundamentals and say to yourself, if it takes me a while to get it, that's fine, but as long as I'm going out and I'm seeing generally good progress, I'm happy. Okay, that's pretty much the frame that you want to be coming from, okay? And if you have concerns that you can't do it, or you're just the type of guy who it's just not going to happen for, then go slow. You know what I'm saying? It's like a guy who's a hard gainer in the gym. Don't try to become fucking Jay Cutler or Ron Coleman. Have you guys ever seen videos of like Jay Cutler or Ron Coleman? Jay Cutler's arm is bigger than me. You guys seen this? He's huge. It's because he takes creatine by Muscle Tech. In case you didn't see the infomercial, he got that big from creatine, okay? And protein powder. Okay, Jay Cutler got arms this big from protein powder. But strange, I bought that same protein and my arms are like, I don't understand what happened with that one. But anyway, I actually saw him at a book signing, or at like a GNC thing once, and I just remember like looking at him like signing this shit, and he looks up at me, and I was just like, whoa, like this guy's a monster. Like he's such a fucking monster. Like that dude. Seriously, all he would have to do to kill you is just like, you know, like if I just did this, like that, it's like a fucking tree trunk. I would think that any girl that would sleep with that guy could never go back. Do you guys ever feel fascinated by that? Like, what is it like for these women that go home with some highly athletic guy, like Jay Cutler, right? And assuming the steroids haven't made him limp, right? But like, you know, he like takes her home and he's like, right, and she's like, oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, I'm not gonna forget this, right? He's like, are you ready? She's like, I'm ready, Jay. Are you ready? I'm ready. Like this, right? He just like takes her, like I couldn't even do this. He just like take her, like with his fucking hands, like lifts her in the air. He's like, are you ready, you little slut? Like that, right? He just takes her and he's just like, he doesn't even thrust his hips. He just takes her arm and he just goes, and like he gets up and he takes creatine. He's like, creatine. How could she go back to me? I'm like, hey girl, what's up, girl? I don't know how they would go back, you know? Girls are nice though. I've asked girls this before. They're like, no, I don't care. I don't care. You're nice. He was a brute. Even though at the time, you know, they're like, oh God, it's so good. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? But it's funny. Girls are sweet. Women are very emotional creatures. Women are very adaptable. Whatever kind of guy they think is high value and cool, they will get attracted to that guy. Do you guys follow what I'm saying here? It's similar, like, think of women's appearance. Do you guys remember what women used to look like 200 years ago? Oh, sorry. Do you remember what women used to look like 200 years? I do. I know I do, right? I don't even remember what a rotary phone looks like, so I probably don't remember what a woman looks like 200 years ago. But have you ever seen pictures of what an attractive woman looked like 200 or 300 years ago? You ever seen this, right? Fat. They're fat, okay, and they're pale. Why was paleness popular 200 years ago? Because it mean you didn't have to work outside, right? See, I was a fucking badass, man. I was a badass back in the day. You guys don't even know, man. So yeah, I mean, you know, a chubby, pasty woman would have been the shit. Like, there would be dudes like getting like a big, chubby, pasty chick, and he'd fuck her, and he'd come back, and he'd be like, yo, dude, I got laid tonight. And buddy would be like, dude, what'd she look like? He's like, dude, this chick was fucking fat as fuck, right? And he's like, fucking yeah, fuck yeah, right? Fuck yeah, right? He's like, how big was her tummy? He's like, dude, there was a roll in that shit. It was sweating. I put it in. It was crazy. I spit in the roll. I put it in. I squeezed it. He's like, fucking A. You know, he's like, was she pale? He's like, dude, this bitch hadn't seen the sun in months, right? Fuck yeah, right? Like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, right? Because that was the shit. You know, that was the shit. Like, think of now when you see like a tiny little fucking girl, right? And you're like, oh my God, like your fucking brain's going sideways. Back in the day, dudes would have seen like big, like, what would it look like? Just like, Like hand on the belly, like, hey. You can't get with this, you dumb little fucker. You know, that's the shit, dude. That's what dudes we're trying to get with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now guys have different tastes in girls. Every guy has his own taste in girls. But what's interesting is, like, you know, that was like the high value shit. Well, what's cool about being a guy, high value dude can be almost anything. Do you guys know what I'm saying by that? Like have you ever had a friend, like, have you ever had in your social circle a guy that's short, but everyone thinks a fucking badass? If you're just that high value guy, the girl's like, in my social circle, that guy's the fucking shit. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Imagine if a girl is like a fucking snowboarding groupie, okay? She moves up to Aspen or lives in Aspen, and the X Games is going on. And there's like some 5'4" snowboarder who's the most badass fucking snowboarder. You don't think that girl's gonna wanna go fuck that guy? She'll say that she wants, like, you know, he's kinda short, I don't like it. But when he comes around and everybody's like fucking fawning all over him shit because he's popular, she's like, I would never fuck that guy. He's short. And he's like, hey, what's up? She's like, hi. Okay, and she'll say that shit, and then she'll fuck him, even though she says she won't. So any guy can be cool, right? Now, you know, you hear like, well, do I have to be a snowboarding champion? Like, that's what it takes to get laid? Going to Aspen, I guess. That's what I gotta do. But what we try to teach you in RSD, we're trying to teach you the characteristics of what a popular guy would have. So we talk about things like, don't be reaction seeking, be amused in yourself. Or we talk about things like, be really fucking positive, or be confident, or be sociable, you know, things like that. And that's the kind of shit that we talk about. We talk about a lot of kooky things too, just as hobbyists because we're crazy, we went out so long. But if you look at the fundamentals of what we talk about, that's the gist of it. And then you can be popular within the moment, right? So you go out to the club tonight, and you can sit there fucking freaking out and fucking panicking, or if you can choose to let go, right? And I talk about Gangnam Style a few times in this video, most trendy, overblown video, but what's so great about it, the guy's a ridiculous looking Korean dude and he doesn't care. Would you guys agree about that? That's what's so badass about that guy. He's a dorky looking Korean dude and he's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm a motherfucking Gangnam Style. I'll do what the fuck I want. You know, and you see all these fucking girls up on him and shit, and you're like, whoa, right? It makes you feel like you could do it, and then you're like this shit, and then that's actually my first time I don't even really know how to do that, but can teach me later. But anyway, yeah, you're like, oh, well, if that guy could just let go, I can let go. And the thing is, women want you to let go. They want you to let go of your insecurities. They want you to have fun. But you are blocking yourself. You will block yourself from letting go and having fun. You'll find a million reasons not to do it. So you've got to stop blocking yourself and fucking let loose. And if you go let loose for a bit, and you're like, maybe this will work to get a girl, right? And then you approach a girl, and then she's not into it. What do a lot of guys, you know, it was their first time letting go. They did it because they thought they'd get laid. It didn't work out. What does the guy think and feel and do? Oh, I'm a fucking weasel. I'm a fucking dog. I'm a little mangy little fucking dog. False hope. This shit's fucking stupid. I look like a fool. I look like a fool. And then they want to quit, right? Or you can push forward with it. If I was to say that most guys' number one sticking point, you know what I know it is in a newbie? Number one sticking point in a newbie, I would say, but probably I'd have another number one sticking point in like an hour from now. But off the top of my head, number one sticking point newbie, what most newbies are doing while they can't be successful, it's like, you know when you jump in the pool and it's slightly cold, but if you're in it for a while, it actually starts to warm up and you like it if you're moving around and playing around? What newbies are doing, they put their fucking toe in, it's cold, and they fucking pull out. And then they sit there crying for half a day, and then they put in there and put in fucking cold, and they pull it out. And then they watch a video and they're like, no, I'm doing it, right? And then they fucking jump into like their fucking knees, like my knees! And they pull out. And then they fucking jump into their waist, like pull out. And then they jump in, I think the nipple's the stopping point. Because once those nipples get cold and pointy, they go, this is humiliating! This is fucking humiliating! My nipples are pointed out, I look like a fucking chode! Fuck it! Right, and they stop. And then they're done. They're done with it, okay? What they don't realize, if they won't fucking dip their fucking toe in, okay, go to their little fucking knees and their fucking little man titties, and they actually just jumped in the fucking pool and splashed around, they would have warmed up and they would have made it to the other end of the pool. Because you ain't making it to the other end of the pool by sitting there and you're worrying about your little fucking knees. Okay? You gotta jump in the pool and you gotta splash around. Well, what does that mean? You guys are like, this makes no sense. What is this man saying, right? What does that mean in terms of pickup? What it means is that you get in there, you do your first approach, and if it doesn't go good, she doesn't validate you, and she doesn't want to fuck you. I'm really sorry, sir, that she didn't fuck you right now. But you actually go in there, she doesn't want to fuck you. You go, that's okay. Like Vince Vaughn said in the prophetic movie Swingers, he said, not everybody has to like me, and I don't like everybody, and that's fine. Or, Like what we say in RSD, maybe you just don't have enough momentum. You got to start having a little fun. You get it later. So you just keep going. You keep having fun. Keep talking to people. Keep talking to people. Don't go talking to people trying to get validation. This is not a validation free-for-all. Like, will you validate me? No, no. Will you validate me? I know I'm short, but if you were nice, I wouldn't have to remember it. Please. No, I'm short. Right? No, don't do that. Okay? Just go in there and keep talking and learn how to enjoy the process of approaching itself. Learn to enjoy it. After every interaction that you do, challenge yourself to find something funny about it. Be like, what was funny about that, right? A lot of time I teach you guys build momentum, and I see them just going through in this nasty little fucking haze, like, yeah. They just go around like that, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is so fun for me. Like this, when I do this, I'm like laughing. You're like, meh. Like, what is it? Meh, meh. Stop it, okay? Stop doing that shit. Do you guys know why I make these sounds? Why do I make these sounds? Funny. Because you have to make the game funny in your mind. Right? You make it funny. See, to me, when I see myself annoyed, my brain is like, yeah, yeah, and then I'm kind of like, you know? That's what I do, right? Like I actually do that, by the way. Like if I'm gonna go start approaching and I don't want to approach, you'll actually hear me go like I'll actually do it. I'm like, no. Then I'm like kind of like, that's kind of funny, right? I'm like, hey, what's up, right? And I'll go and I'll do that. I literally will do that. So that's just what I find funny. If there's one actionable step that I would give you in this whole seminar, it would be don't tippy-toe in the fucking pool. Jump in that fucking pool, splash around, and do it for like a month. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? If you want to learn how to swim, the way to do it is not to sit online looking at people swimming and go, I could never do it. I could never float. That guy floats. I could never swim. Okay, you can swim, all right? People have learned to swim before. There's motherfuckers with like one arm, no legs, that gimp along fucking swimming and shit, okay? So you can swim. Okay? You could teach yourself to swim. Some people definitely agreed. They will learn really fast. There's some people learn swimming in a day. There's some people it might take 2 years, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. Okay? So teach yourself how to swim. How? Just jump in the fucking pool, splash around, look at people that give instructions on how to swim. You know, if you happen to find a video online that says, move your arms like this, you go, huh, something to think about. All right then, I'll give it a shot. Okay? Instead of going, no, you say, I'll give it a shot, okay? Get in the fucking pool, swim around, all right? Just swim around, keep learning, try it for like a month. And even if you're not a kick-ass fucking sick, crack, ace fucking swimmer, you don't have to go learning how to swim. Michael Phelps took 20 years to get to that level. Look at him. He even smoked the pot and got to that level. How could I do it? Fuck that. I do not have time to give up my whole life like Michael Phelps did for swimming. You don't have to be Michael Phelps to swim, okay? Michael Phelps is doing some crazy shit. It is awesome. It's fucking awesome. But you don't have to be Michael fucking Phelps, okay? You could just go do a little swim. You just do a little fucking afternoon swimming shit. And now you're a swimmer. You got it down. Well, it's the same thing with pickup, right? Just get in there, splash around, stop dipping your little fucking toe in and going home and crying. Get in the fucking pool. Again, step number 1, shut the fuck up and get in the pool. Step number 2, splash around the pool. Step number 3, until you splash around the pool for a good month, keep your mouth shut the fuck up, and come back after you did it for a month and we can talk. Because then after a month you can go, I did it like this and did it like this, and then I can say, well, tweak it like this and tweak it like that, and then we can have a conversation. But if all you're gonna do is sit on the side of the fucking pool and look at me swimming around and say, I could never do it, we can't even talk. Do you guys see my pain? It hurts sometimes, man. It hurts sometimes, man. Okay? So get in the fucking pool and we can talk. Get in the pool, come on RC Nation forum, say, look, I tried this shit, didn't work, and then we can say, well, tell me more about what you did. Go take your fucking iPhone, show me what you look like, and I'll say, you look like a little creeper weasel because of this and this and this, and we'll fix it. We can fucking fix it together, okay? So keep a positive outlook. This shit is mad fun, man. It's mad fun. It's super fucking fun. The game's hilarious, all right? The game is so funny. Why do you think all the guys in RSD are always clowning having a fun time? I just had sex. I had like 2-3 hours of sex yesterday. It's awesome. Okay, I was about to be like I did today. I'm like, well, no, I just woke up and came to free tour. But normally I would have had sex today. Okay, I woke up at like 4:30 today. But yeah, okay, it's fucking mad fun. So I invite you, okay, to fucking play the game. It's a fun game. Keep a lighthearted attitude towards it, but be disciplined, okay? It's that parallel focus of lighthearted attitude, but discipline so that you do improve, all right? And you can do amazing things for yourself, amazing things. Stuff that we teach you is a little off the wall, find your own style, but whatever it is, make the decision to get what you want out of life. That's the best thing I could encourage you to do. All right, I want to thank you guys very much for coming. Thank you for listening. That's all I got to say. Thank you.